Hey there, I'm Ashley, and this is New Day with Ashley. If you're looking for inspiration to make a difference and create lasting impact, then you're in the right place. Get ready to be encouraged by the stories of my guests who have taken risks, overcome challenges, and created opportunities. It's time to make the most of your new day. The man, the myth, the legend. That's right, my guest today is Dan Cash. Dan is the VP, Market Manager, and Director of Sales of MWC Advertising, Fargo-Moorhead. He's passionate about all aspects of broadcasting and advertising, is a natural at building relationships, and he isn't afraid to think outside the box.
I then drove up to Fargo, North Dakota, and did some training here with this sales staff. I walked into this building, and within about 5 seconds, and I did not expect to have this experience at all, I could feel the energy that exists in this town, in this area. Mm-hmm. It was a place I had never been in my life. I can tell you there was never a chance I would ever be here before that. Mm-hmm. And I walked in, and the energy of the people and the way that it exists, and there was like competitiveness and talent and excitement. And I walked out of that meeting, and I looked at my boss, and he said to me, "Hey, I think you maybe want to move to Fargo and help me out here." And I was like, I kind of looked at him like, I wasn't thinking you were going to say that. Yeah. And he said, "Well, take the 14-hour drive home and think about it." So I thought about it, and somewhere along the line, that summer, I got back in touch, and I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. I want to come out there."
Wow.
So then I moved to Fargo.
So 2013.
2013, May 1st, September 6th, 2013.
Okay.
I drove into town in a Chrysler Sebring. It had 120,000 miles on it. I had eight suits hanging up.
8 suits.
I had a flat screen TV, and that is all I brought.
Wow.
And I drove into town, and I knew I'd made the right decision because my boss, who had so generously asked me to come here, said, "What time are you getting here?" And I said, 4 o'clock. He said, "Great. We're going somewhere." I get in, and we drive right to the Fargo Dome with a suite to see Taylor Swift. That's when I knew I had
You had
made
arrived.
the right decision. So here we are.
That was a big deal, though, when she was here.
It was a huge deal.
She had like 20-some semis.
Yes,
and that was like the big talk of.
And that was the first. I think that was the first time she was here. So it was.
Was this the first time you've seen her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen her twice now, I think.
Sure.
And I would say she is second only to Pink for performances I've seen that are just amazing.
Yeah.
So, but it was.
I've never been.
Never been to what? Pink?
Either of them.
You should go. It's fantastic. Yeah. Pink flies around the room.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's very.
So anyway, you knew.
I knew that I'd made the right choice.
That you were here. Yeah.
Oh, also, when I used to be a producer, the show host at the time that I was the producer for, he would call me the king of non sequiturs. So if you could just kind of keep me in line of where I'm supposed to go, now you know in advance this is why this is going all over the place.
No, this is good. This is good.
Okay, good.
But I mean, did you see it as a big risk moving to Fargo?
Risk? I really didn't.
No.
I had never been in a radio environment where there was a top 40 CHR radio station.
Okay.
Never in my life. We had stations that were country, we had stations that were rock, we had stations that were alternative, which I really liked alternative, but never a top 40.
Oh, sure.
And so when I saw the opportunity with Y94 and I saw KFGO with everything that KFGO has here and Froggy, it was like, okay, this is going to be fun.
I want to be a part of this.
Yeah, like this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
You could just see, like there was just a large group of people that truly cared about local radio and local content, and they really wanted to do this. And you just don't have that everywhere anymore.
Right.
And you certainly didn't have that everywhere then.
Right.
So I decided to move.
So what was the role you started in then when you came here?
Sales manager. So I was the general sales manager when I came here.
So then eventually you took over your boss's position.
Yep. So my boss moved back to Green Bay.
Okay.
And
so do you think that was kind of his plan?
I don't know.
Like, I want to groom Dan.
No, I think he probably was like, oh, good, he can deal with this. No. He, you know what I mean? Possible. Yeah, it's possible. He's always looking out for me. I feel that way to this day. So
yeah. So has he been kind of a mentor? You mentioned another.
Yeah,
another
literally about 95% of everything I know in this business is taught to me by Peter. So
yeah. So
just like anything. There's been 50 to 75 things that I'm like, I'm not sure how I could ever handle this.
But you are like, you're great at building relationships. I think that comes from like the teamwork thing in sports.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you've been a great team member to participate in podcasting today.
That's a good point.
But like golf, Olympics, you're like a relationship builder.
I'm confused. Olympics. Oh, Olympics with the
Office
chamber.
Olympics? Yeah.
That was a big mistake. So
The Olympics, you're like, what?
well, no, you know what? The truth is in today's world, it is actually it's vital to not just
Do the things you're good at.
well, no, I was going to say not just in a work environment, in a world where there's many people that have decided that working from home is okay and it's a better place to be. There's something about the people that come every day and are here that you need to provide other stuff.
Sure.
And so things like going to the Office Olympics seemed like a really good idea and seemed to fit right within that model. And it was really fun. It's nothing against the chamber. They put together an incredible event. However, they were not specific in the difference between the recreational league and the competitive league.
Oh, okay.
And so we joined the competitive league. And it's not that we don't have athletes in this building. It's just that we're not, let's say, we haven't been training.
Yeah, you didn't stretch maybe.
Yeah, for years. And these people that we were fighting against, and not fighting, that's the wrong way to say it, but, competing.
Competing, yeah.
Most of them, I believe, were current or very former, but like close to NDSU football players.
Okay.
Seemed to be a lot of them. Some UND hockey players were there. A lot of bankers are hockey players. So we were destroyed in basically every single event. And not just like destroyed like it's competitive. Like you realize within the first ball going anywhere that you have no shot of doing anything.
Oh, no.
So, but we built the team. So in loss, we built the team together.
But I feel like that is part of who you are and just in how you build relationships.
Yes,
Like you're involved in the chamber. Just so many other things too. So you've really embraced Fargo.
Yes. So I moved here, and deep down, it was going to be 2 years.
Okay.
And about maybe a month in, it was like, it's not going to be 2 years. I mean, it's not. I love this place. And it really wasn't because I didn't like this place at all. It's just something I thought about. And I think I thought about the 2-year thing when I was moving, like as I decided to move here, because it was like, I'm not going to be in Fargo forever. Right? That's not what I want.
No.
From Detroit.
You love Michigan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I liked Michigan. I liked the sports teams, and then they started to play terrible, and it just became a thing. So, anyways, I truly did. I fell in love with the team here. I really, really did. I have a very competitive team, both on air and in sales, but they aren't just competitive to be competitive. They truly believe in what they're doing.
Right. Wow, what a great episode. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always so inspiring sharing these stories. To listen to the full podcast, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any of your favorite podcast platforms. Remember to like and subscribe. I would love if you could leave me a 5-star review. This helps us reach and engage with more people. Join me next week, and until then, make the most of your new day.